We are turning our attention now towards some more international news, where the United States has for the first time backed a broad coalition of Ukraine's allies in committing to security guarantees aimed at protecting Kyiv from any future Russian attack. The pledge was made at a summit in Paris of the so-called Coalition of the Willing, where European leaders met alongside senior U.S. envoys to discuss post-ceasefire security arrangements for Ukraine. U.S. representatives said that Washington supports strong security protocols designed to deter and respond to any fresh aggression. Joining us on the broadcast is my colleague Ajay Jandal with more on this. Ajay, we're talking about how the United States has for the first time backed this broad coalition of Ukraine's allies. Ajay, if you can hear us, we are speaking about how the United States is backing this broad coalition of Ukraine's allies. We seem to have lost the connection over there with my colleague Ajay, but US and Ukrainian officials have also held discussions on possible ideas to address the sensitive issue of territory during peace talks aimed at ending Russia's war on Ukraine. Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky has said that territorial questions remain the biggest obstacle in the negotiations, even as consultations continue with the United States and European allies. Kyiv is under pressure to move quickly towards a peace deal, but has made it clear that it will not accept demands to cede any areas it still controls in the eastern Donbas region. US officials have confirmed that various land-related options were discussed in Paris and that talks will continue, with the Ukrainian delegation staying on for further consultations. I believe my colleague Ajay is back on the line with us. Ajay, we were speaking about firstly how the US is backing a broader coalition of Ukraine's allies, and we are also talking about how US and Ukrainian officials have held discussions on possible ideas to address the territorial issues that are coming to the fore in this entire peace agreement.
For 4 years, thousands of people have lost their life, and that is the reason that everyone is basically saying that this stops. Firefight should be stopped, and war should be stopped. And during the meeting and the ceasefire attempt with the mediation of America, the process is going on, but Ukraine is not going to compromise any of the piece of land which basically Russian forces are occupying, and that seems to be the major issue that will come into as obstacle between the two. US believes that after the discussion on the same point, they'll be able to, cater this issue as well. Otherwise, the security guarantee issue, that is something which is being discussed, because US breaks that security guarantee for Ukrainian at, summit of Kyiv, allies in Paris. That will be done. That has to be seen that what would be the forum, because Russia is not going to compromise on this issue, that whatever land and piece of land they have captured during the war, they are not going to leave it, because they also have lost thousands of their soldiers during this war.
Right, Ajay, I'd request you to stay on with us